All right, welcome back, everybody. Today's show has been all about self-love and trying to build a strong sense of confidence in you, regardless of what shape, size, weight, droopiness, folds that your body may come with. And my last guest for the show is Wacuka Maina, who's also a part of Uke. So welcome, Wacuka.
Thank you.
Tell me about your relationship with your body growing up.
I've never actually had like a good relationship with my body because I've always been big. I've always been like the biggest sibling, you know. And I remember even like when I was young, my dad always used to be like, oh, you just try and eat like more healthy foods that you don't gain so much weight. You don't want to be 25 and like you're obese or, you know. So I've never really had a good relationship with my body till I was, say, 21.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so what was that like, moving through, especially teenagehood?
School, yeah.
Because that's when, it just, everything starts to matter way more than it should.
Yeah, that's true.
So how did you navigate that?
Oh, it was the hardest, especially in primary school, because till now I still can't swim because of that. Because like when people used to go for swimming, I never used to go because I was so insecure. I didn't want the boys to see like I was fat, you know, my thighs, my arms, my rolls. So I was just like, I'm just gonna skip swimming. And just like that till high school, till now, I still can't.
Yeah.
I was just always like, I just can't learn how to swim because I'm too insecure.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you remember like the lowest point, a point where it was most difficult for you?
I guess high school, probably Form 3. Like, you know, then when you were in high school and when you used to be in relationships in high school, you used to be in a relationship with a boy and he always used to be like, oh, babe, you don't feel like you need to go to the gym and, you know, work out a little, you know. I guess that was like the lowest point in my life.
I'm so glad. I mean, you're not with him, right?
No, I'm not.
Good riddance.
I guess that was like the hardest part of my life. He'd always compare you to other people.
Oh,
I guess that
goodness.
was like the hardest part for me. Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
We don't date such people.
Yeah,
Wacuka, right? No, we don't. We say goodbye. We say thank you for
Yeah.
your services. Bye.
Bye.
Yeah. So were there moments where, or people who you looked up to and who helped bring out the best version of you and this kind of helped build a sense of confidence? Or did you find that was lacking, especially when, growing up?
It was always lacking for sure because growing up, especially like on the internet or even on TV, you'd never see plus size women.
Right.
You'd always see girls who were like really slim, and there was never like inclusivity on TV, on the internet until, say, maybe 4 years ago. Yeah, that's when like more plus size women started showing themselves on Instagram. So I started following more plus size women just so I can see more people who look like me, so I can relate. Yeah,
representation is so important. So when did you said 21?
Yeah,
is when
21
things started to change.
Yeah.
What happened at 21?
That's when I joined Uke.
Okay.
I met this guy, like the Uke
ladies.
The ladies.
Yeah.
So when we met, and you could tell like every story like was similar to yours. Like they'd been insecure throughout their whole lives, and then you meet and it's just like a sisterhood, you know. Yeah. That's when it changed.
Okay.
Yeah.
And in what ways has your relationship with yourself and with your body transformed because that's been about 2 years?
Yeah, it's
3
been
years?
about 2 years, yeah.
So how has it changed?
I guess I talk to myself better than I used to because every day, like when you wake up in the morning, I always used to be like, now what are you gonna wear today? You know, like just wear something that doesn't show your stomach, you know. But then now it's more like, oh girl, like what do you want to wear today? You want to wear something short to show your legs, you know. I guess, yeah, it's really changed since I joined Uke.
Right.
Yeah.
So you said that growing up it was difficult for you to see women who looked like you, being fabulous and being very confident and being successful as well. So what is it that you're doing now, do you think, that would help change that for another woman, a younger woman? What kind of messages would you then be putting out so that they can feel this sense of confidence that you wish you had?
just be patient. No one starts from like the top up, yeah? Just even when you're feeling low, just know like bad times never last. And like you only have yourself. If you don't love yourself, you know that message they always tell you, if you don't love yourself, no one else will. Because the energy you give out is what you get back. So if you love yourself, people are gonna learn to love you back,
Right.
you know?
Yeah.
Exactly.
And I believe in that so much.
Yeah.
Whatever you put out into the
Yeah,
universe,
you get back.
ultimately comes
Yeah,
back.
yeah.
So you talked about bad days. Do you have any bad days, or do you feel like that's gone in the past?
Oh, I absolutely have bad days, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'd love for you to break down what you then do in those moments where you start to feel that perhaps you're not speaking to yourself the way you'd
Yeah.
like to. How do you, practically
Yeah.
pull yourself out of that mindset?
Affirmations.
Okay.
For sure. I'd always speak to myself in a positive manner. And also just listening to podcasts.
Oh,
Yeah.
I love podcasts.
I love
okay,
podcasts.
so like what
So
podcast?
like there's this podcast that's called She's All Fat. So it's all about like plus size women and how to, they just talk about loving yourself even though you're a big girl. And that's what I listen to on most days, that when I'm feeling low.
Right.
Exactly.
Yeah, so you're filling your cup.
Exactly.
And I guess even when I imagine you do that even when you're not having a bad day.
Exactly.
Right, so
Yeah.
that when you do have a bad day, you're not starting from zero.
From zero.
There's like
Exactly.
a buffer
Yeah.
of sorts.
Yeah.
Wow. So what's the most fulfilling part about being a part of Uke?
I love being around women so much, yeah, because they always motivate you. They make you feel so good, especially when we're shooting. When we're shooting our YouTube videos, when we're going for photo shoots, you always feel great. So I
Right.
guess the most fulfilling part is being around women who look like you and think like you, and
Yeah.
also being able to empower other women.
Right.
That's the most fulfilling part for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you mentioned earlier about the boyfriend who was, I mean, good riddance to bad rubbish,
Yeah.
like my mom likes to say.
Yeah.
So do you ever encounter such like mean comments or just rude remarks, whether it's from strangers or family members? Do you still get
Yes,
that?
I still do.
So-
I still do. Even from your friends, you still do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how do you handle that? How do you nip that in the bud?
You just have to I never respond to such comments, by the way. So when someone says a bad comment to me, I just usually never respond and just go about my day. I never respond.
Okay.
Yeah.
But what if it's someone that you know, like friends? Did you say sometimes friends?
Sometimes
also?
friends, even
Yeah.
family.
Even
Yeah.
family. So
Yeah.
then, how do you handle that? Because I think there could be, a good number of women watching right now
Yeah.
who sometimes get those comments, and whether you realize or not, it's chipping away at your spirit,
Yeah.
at your core. This like thing that you've built, fortress that you've built.
Yeah.
So how do you handle those comments so that you still are able to keep your head up high and be like, no, yeah.
I guess you just have to remind yourself that another person's opinion of me doesn't make me who I am. I know who I am. So even if someone tells you like a comment like, maybe you should wear something longer so that like your thighs or your legs shouldn't be seen. I always feel like when someone is trying to bring you down, it's always like a reflection of how they feel about themselves. So that's why I never take such comments seriously.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Last question to you. What would you like to tell your younger self? And it could even be the girl that was in Form 3 that was
Yeah.
dating this really rude
Yeah.
man or boy. What would you like, if you could, what would you go back and say to that younger Wacuka?
Take a step at a time. Always take a step at a time. You're gonna be great. You just learn how to work with what you have. As you work for what you want, you get what I'm saying? Yeah.
Work with what you have
Yeah.
as you
work for what you want. Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Thank you, Wacuka.
Thank you.
And remember, if you want to join the community and have these empowering, positive conversations with the Uke family, you can find them on YouTube and Instagram as well.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching, everybody. I hope you have a great rest of the day. Remember to follow us on social media. That's Living With Us on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. And if there's certain conversations that you'd like us to have, certain people that you'd want us to interview, then just let us know. In the DMs, comments, just let us know. Thanks, everybody. Have a great rest of the day. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye.